Got 5 minutes? I'm Dr. Stephen Knowlton, Dr. No for short. In my first video about electric cars, I gave a very brief overview about my transition from the highly efficient internal combustion car, the Toyota Prius, to the even more efficient electric car, the Nissan Leaf. Those of you who are knowledgeable about electric cars may want to skip to another YouTube video at this point, since you may not learn much from this one. But for everyone else, please bear with me. You might learn something. Now, some of you are saying at this point, the Nissan Leaf you're driving sounds like a great idea, but only 84 miles? Are you kidding me? I totally agree. This doesn't sound like a car that a family can depend on for every transportation need. But as a second car, it is wonderful. Most Americans drive 40 miles or less a day. This car does all the short-haul stuff you need, just like a short-haul truck. Making it even better, I never have to waste time fueling the car at a gas station. When I get home, I spend 20 seconds taking the charger from the wall and inserting it into the Leaf charge port. I then go in the house and forget about it. You change your oil at the recommended interval of every 3 months. Guess what? No oil changes for electric cars. You're now either changing your oil yourself or paying somebody else to do it. In either case, you're wasting time and money. But what about road taxes? Aren't all you people who drive electric cars taking advantage of those of us who pay for gasoline and gasoline taxes? No. At least in North Carolina, owners of electric cars pay a yearly road fee at the time of registration, which helps maintain our roads. I actually pay more road taxes than most of you do, since the North Carolina assumption of how many miles I drive per year is much higher than what I actually drive in my electric car. In my mind, there's no doubt about it. At this time, in 2022, an electric car is your best choice for a second car. And your last question is going to be, how can I afford it? I've heard that electric cars are way too expensive. Some of the Tesla cars cost $60,000 or $70,000 or more. Well, time to do your homework. For example, the 2015 Leaf my wife and I bought in November 2016 cost $10,800 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Add on taxes and other fees, since we purchased it from a dealership secondhand, and the total cost was $11,800. And this car looked and smelled new. It had only 15,900 miles on it, and it looked like it had just been driven off the dealership showroom floor. Check on cars.com or other similar sites, and you'll be surprised at the deals you can get in pre-used electric cars. Finally, let me talk about ongoing costs for fuel. My wife and I were paying over $3,000 a year for gasoline when we drove a Ford Taurus and a Volvo S60. Our costs dropped when I gave my Taurus to my son and started driving a new 2008 Prius. When my wife traded in her Volvo for a new Prius in 2013, our fuel costs dropped even further. Then in 2016, I bought the 2015 Nissan Leaf and used this for most of my short driving. We followed this up the next year by buying a 2017 Chevy Bolt. We eventually gave the 2013 Prius to our other son, but since we are all in transition from gasoline to electric, we kept the 2008 Prius. If you drive 15,000 miles a year and average 30 miles per gallon in your current car, you will need to buy 500 gallons of gasoline, which at the current price of about $3 per gallon will cost you $1,500 a year. If you drive an electric car like our Bolt, which gets 4 miles a kilowatt hour, you will use 3,750 kilowatts a year, which at about 10 cents a kilowatt hour charged at home will cost you $375 a year. Maintenance costs for the 2015 Nissan Leaf I bought in 2016 have been zero over 5 years, other than a new set of tires and a couple of wiper blades and washer fluid. So no routine oil changes and a fraction of the cost of fuel. Who wouldn't like that? Buy an electric car. You'll love the ride, the quietness, the instant acceleration, the convenience, and the very low ongoing costs of driving one. And you will be doing your bit to fight global warming. Thank you.